Russia-Ukraine war. Let's now talk about the Ghost of Kyiv. He was supposed to be an ace pilot, shooting down Russian planes one at a time, a superhero in times of war, turning the tide for Ukraine's Air Force. But the Ghost of Kyiv may have just been a legend. At least that is what Ukraine is saying. Let's break it down for you. On its Facebook page, the Ukraine Air Force Command had a warning for its followers. It said that the Ghost of Kyiv was a superhero legend, a character created by Ukrainians themselves. Most experts describe the story as one that boosts the morale during the war, a wartime propaganda for the armed forces. The Ukraine Air Force is far outnumbered by Russia, and the fact that Moscow is yet to knock out Ukraine's air defenses is a win in itself for Kyiv. The Ukrainian authorities themselves fueled the Ghost of Kyiv legend. Just days into that war, they called the Ghost of Kyiv an angel. This was for downing 10 Russian planes, but it did not name who this legend was. Earlier media reports suggested that the pilot was Major Stepan Tarabalka. Authorities even confirmed he was killed in combat on the 13th of March. But now the Air Force stresses that he was not the Ghost of Kyiv. Instead, Ukraine's Air Force calling the Ghost of Kyiv a collective image of pilots of the Air Force's 40th Tactical Aviation Brigade, the ones who defend the sky over the capital. Legends like the Ghost of Kyiv are not new. They are part of the wartime propaganda used to boost the morale of the forces. Russia itself glorifies the sacrifice of its World War II pilots. Moscow says its pilots were heavily outnumbered by the Germans. Many are said to have even crashed their planes into enemy aircraft. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.